Last episode, I found out the verdict on my Eclipse, which was totaled out by the insurance company with what they offered me to buy it back. Who was I to say no? So I decided, yeah, I'll take my Eclipse back and I'll fix it up.
And this is the second time that this Eclipse has been brought back to me on a tow truck. When I bought it originally, I had no brakes and they were about to scrap it right before I bought it, and I picked it up for dirt cheap. So this is like deja vu, putting it on the back of that flatbed there. The goal is to get this car back in shape for only $1,500 or less.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, it's a little dirty, that's for sure. Well, no been the co-part when you got the key zip tied to the steering wheel. Let's see if, okay, we have some range of motion. All right, so here's what's good is this door was pretty rusted on the bottom. So I guess I don't have to do any rust repair now that the whole door is just gonna be replaced. All right, so we're gonna go take this thing for a ride before I take it to Frank's, just make sure it's safe to drive. And then once we're done with that, I'm gonna take it over there, get on the lift, and make sure that there's no structural damage before we start putting some money into this car. Well, first thing I noticed, obviously that door, oh geez, yep, that door needs replaced, that's for sure. Seems to be okay so far. Okay, let's get up to some speed. I haven't gotten the freeway yet, but it seems to be all right. It is so nice out. We got to open up that sunroof. Guys, it is a beautiful day out here. Usually I'm in Cleveland and it is just always cold, especially this time of year, beginning of March. I'm loving this weather. I mean, this is perfect, perfect weather for me to get this thing fixed up. I just got back and just realized that I forgot to put the plate back on after when Copart picked it up. They tell you to take the plate off, and so I'm just driving this thing with no plate. So let me go grab that real quick. Well, we dropped it off at Excel Automotive, where Frank's gonna look it over. He said just as he looked at it real quick, he doesn't think anything's compromised, but he's gonna give it a thorough check. So I'm gonna come back and then I'm actually gonna go grab the red G6 and then bring that over here as well. So we'll get both these going. And what's crazy is I just noticed as I was walking around the car when I dropped it off, they were aftermarket taillights. I saw the Junyan, and I looked in there, they matched the headlights too, so they must come in a set together. They look like the Spec D, so I don't know if the Junyan and Spec D are the same, make and model. Like the Spec D is the model and the brand is the Junyan. I don't know, but I just realized it, so I mean, that's pretty cool. And look right here, we got lucky. They don't have to replace it because he didn't hit this. Look how close this came to having to replace this taillight. So it's really awesome. I mean, maybe I could buff that out a little bit, but you won't even notice it.
On the way back from Frank's, we saw this.
That is sweet. You never see those around. Wow.
While we were out, we figured we'd hit the detail store to see if we could grab something to help get that scuff off our rear bumper. The manager said to wait for his professional detailer, that he would be in a minute. So I waited, and when he came, he told me that the best thing he suggested was to go with a clay bar. It was something I'd never used before, so, it should be interesting trying it out. And can't forget my polishing pad.
Okay guys, I got my clay bar ready. We're gonna see how well this works getting that scuff out of that bumper.
Well, it didn't look like the clay bar did too much, so it's time to bust out the buffer and see what we can do with that. And the buffer's not working. Great. It seems to just make noise but not want to move at all. And third time's a charm, right? Well, not exactly. So I think it's time to just take a break and go pick up the door.
So we're on our way to get the door. It's about an hour away. I just realized that I didn't measure the space I have in the back seat or measure the door that is on the Eclipse at my house currently to decide if the 100% for sure or not. So we're just gonna wait. We're gonna hopefully just, fingers crossed. When we get there, it goes in.
About an hour and a half later, we finally reached our destination to pick it up.
Yep.
Forgot to mention, we got this door for only 150 bucks. I did not think that that door was going to make it in that trunk.
Oh no, shit. I was actually worried there for a second. It's like a glove.
That is a beautiful thing, guys. Oh, sweet. I can still put my stuff back in the car.
Okay, so then do I need anything else? Or
No, that'd be your sheet if you want to return it. So.
Awesome. Thanks, bunches. Yeah, baby.
And once we got home, it was time to put that door right on.
It should be out. Pull it. There we go.
Grab it. Need the harness?
Yeah, move out the way. Drop it in the curb.
Now we just have to take these hinges off. One down, one more to go. And number 2. We're just finishing up getting these bolts on. After we put the door on, we still need to put the door panel on and all that stuff. Here it is. It's looking a lot better. We're not done yet, but the issue we're having is, you see this big gap here. I know obviously this is bent in, so it's going to cause a gap. We're going to figure that one out. It looks like the door's fitting okay, so I'm not really sure what the issue is, but we'll figure it out. Now we need to start swapping all the stuff from this door, so we're going to get started with that. Now we're just pulling the screws out in this door panel. Okay. All right, so we got that one out. Got one out on the other side. So now we're gonna have to pop that. There's a little access panel. So there's the one screw over there, one screw over here, and then there's that guy when you pull it. And we're gonna simply pull that out. All right, we're getting there. And I realize that we do have to take this off, but we do have the other door handle that we're actually gonna take this off and swap it out while we're at it. Just snap off like that. Now we got our 2 back there. All right, it looks like we're getting this thing off here. All right, I think we just gotta get the harness in there and we should be good. Yep, okay. Let's see where that's at. There we go. And that's trash. Get those off to get to the mirror bolt. The long bolt all the way down there. Yep, see? Gotta pop those guys off. This is just a 10 millimeter. Alright, and the last one. Now, this guy should be about ready to come out. I think we still got one more bolt that's gotta come out. Now, trying to get this harness off this mirror, I actually looked it up and I couldn't find where it disconnected, so I did find out that actually I had to go ahead and take the speaker off just to get to the harness for the mirror. So we'll go ahead and do that. And for those who've been trying to replace their mirror but can't figure out where the disconnect for the harness to the power mirror is, it is behind the speaker right there. So we're just gonna go ahead and disconnect that. And there it is, separated. So I think we can go ahead and get this mirror out now. All right, so the mirror should be ready to pull out. We're still having trouble, guys. Okay, so there was another clip in there holding it in. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this bad boy out. Hey, there we go. There's our beloved mirror. Now we're on our door we just put on, and we're about to take this off so we could do the reverse and put this mirror on. Okay, now it's time to install the mirror. Disconnected. Go ahead. We got our mirror, and we're gonna feed that guy through right there. Okay. Okay, our mirror is on. Should be good to go. We're gonna push that up in there. Perfect. All right, our mirror is on. Okay, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna swap over the speakers because I know that my speaker works good over there. And I don't know about this one, so we're just gonna go ahead and swap them out right now before I do anything else. So we're swapping this out, putting mine in here. All right, screw here. All right, now let's take this over and put it back in the door. Okay, we got the speaker in, we got the mirror on. Let's keep going. So, gonna replace this because on the other one, these clips broke off. So you just wanna make sure that's secure. So we're gonna reuse this door handle. These guys right here. First gonna go. Okay, see, just like that. And then we're gonna do the same thing with this one right here. Perfect. Okay. And then we're just gonna finish up by putting that guy back in there. Ooh, I love that snap. Whew, okay. Then we're just gonna slide that guy. Oh, I almost forgot. We gotta put these guys back. Okay, that's satisfying as well. Oh yeah. Okay, now we'll get the other one up there. Still got some work to do, obviously, on this door and finishing the rest of the car, but that's the time that I have allotted for today. And so we'll wrap this video up, and the next video we'll keep going with the Eclipse. But we're coming a long way. I think it already looks better just having this door on there and making it not look like a salvage car anymore, or at least not as much. So we'll keep going. We'll see you next time.